next upload in this documentary of occurrences with regards to violations and victimization that I'm experiencing is not just with regards to the issue of illegalities that have occurred, but also with regards to the insults and injuries that as a victim I've experienced within 2020 democracy. Basically, as a graduate of the University of Limerick that studied language and cultural studies, and then that went on to study online in various fields of study, and qualified also from Hibernia College with a postgraduate degree in education. I'm very concerned about how the tactics of hate crime are being facilitated. First and foremost, with regards to the issue of claimants and false claims that have made unsubstantiated reports that haven't been involved with the individual that they have exploited, targeted, and victimized and defamed. The other aspect of this is the damage done to health and well-being and the hierarchy of needs of the target that they have stolen and damaged so much of. So these tactics that people have used in this vendetta of hate crime are all a huge concern for me. As an adult that has been living on my own for the past few months, since experiencing the marital desertion that's occurring, I'm highly concerned about professionals that have colluded and facilitated and perpetrated offensive happenings against a woman that they have no authority to be intruding upon, that they have no honesty about relaying the circumstances of, and that they have basically damaged the reputation of with outrageous falsehoods. Professionals that intrude upon a target of wrongdoings and offences, those kind of professionals are not in the best interests of society. Those kind of professionals that abuse their position and that defame and perpetrate outrageous falsehoods and that have convoluted falsehoods that are also very serious while trying to cover up from their wrongdoings are all highly dangerous for any individuals to be experiencing. So with regards to the intelligence quotient and the emotional quotient of those individuals that are unable to rectify their wrongdoings and that have exacerbated their wrongdoings with further lies, further offences and further falsehoods, what kind of a reputation does that cause for a community, a country, and basically the agencies or bodies that are involved? So this upload is with regard to the injuries and insults that I've experienced. There has been quite serious damages done to my reputation and my bodily integrity, and there has not been the adequate care or treatment provided. So there's been unethical standards and behaviours, and there haven't been policies and procedures adhered to. So with regards to being a victim of hate crime and revenge porn and legal violations, I'm just wondering how the politicians and authorities perceive this circumstance when individuals that are being highly insulting towards an adult's constitutional rights. I'm wondering how the politicians regard this situation when further offences are being perpetrated and facilitated. There are individuals that have, and professionals that have involved themselves in my private life that are not ethically or legally entitled to be discussing my circumstances or to be involving themselves. They have endangered the role of the family, they have endangered a family unit, and they have endangered the pillars of society because of their unethical practices and because of their inability to rectify their wrongdoings with truth and honesty and integrity and respect for an adult woman's constitutional and human rights. So this kind of a situation breeds a lot of unfortuitous um, consequence and outcomes for other individuals and women in society also. And it's not very good for the reputation of a country not to be able to conduct or confront the very serious offences that I've experienced. It highlights the lack of integrity and professionalism, and it insults not only an adult woman and her adult woman and other adult women and women's rights, but is actually quite shocking when it also involves damage done to female health as well. So, as regards mental health, it would be more um, beneficial for those professionals to consider their motives and their agendas when this kind of offence against female health is being perpetrated. So that's what I'll say about this upload. There has been ill practice, serious negligence and misconduct perpetrated against what was once a very perfectly healthy woman, but due to circumstances surrounding hate crime and bodily integrity violations, there have been very serious damages that haven't been compensated for. Further offences are highly dangerous, especially with regards to the spiritual perspective of a light worker, and especially with regard to the ancestral assault that has also been perpetrated. So this entire vendetta has been ill perpetrated, ill thought of, and ill gained with regards to the exploitation that has also been involved. So with regards to the intelligence and emotional quotient of the guilty culprits, I'm concerned about their level of awareness, and I'm concerned about their level of mental health with regards to the consequence of their actions. So for a modern Ireland, for a new vision of Ireland, progressive and evolutionary conduct would involve confronting the offenders of my constitutional rights that have been so severely damaged and disrespected, and for the politicians in Dáil Éireann that are aware of these circumstances and wrongdoings, I'd appreciate it if you would consider not having further offences and wrongdoings being perpetrated against me. That's as much as I'll say for this upload. It's the 20th of the 5th, 2020, full vision, and I'm wondering about the vision of New Ireland with how there's such sad signs of the times occurring in Tralee, County Kerry, Ireland.